Guys, so sorry for the dodgy lighting, but it's nighttime on a Wednesday night, which seems to be when I normally get a chance to film. So hello Pip. I'm just gonna have to pat Pip off screen because she's being annoying. This is the third time I've tried to film this and I'm done. Yeah, so Wednesday seems to be the night that I can film, so you can probably expect videos then, maybe, kind of. Anyway, for today's video, I've got something to actually talk about. I was asked a question on Twitter about, what was it? It was, I've said this 3 times. It was, does affection show vulnerability or the essence of one's true self, or something like that? And my initial reaction was, well, it shows neither. Pip, you can't be in screen. Well, you can, but you can't be where my face is meant to be. Sit, good girl. My initial response was neither. It shows affection. But that is my very black and white way of seeing things when it comes to stuff like that. Like, I don't get this wishy-washy, oh, do I, don't I, sort of thing. It's like, you know if you do or you don't, and you know, like, it's... affection is affection, and showing affection shows affection. But after thinking about it a bit more, and actually also watching Alison's vlog on the same topic, because we both got asked, I sort of thought, like, if you're really looking into it, then affection would show more about yourself than it does vulnerability. By showing affection, you're not really being vulnerable. Vulnerability to me is more when, like, you're opening up to someone and you're telling them things about yourself that you don't necessarily want other people to know, or anything like that. When you're giving someone a sort of power over something about you. So whether that be they know a secret, or just something you feel uncomfortable talking about with a lot of people, or if maybe, you know, you're saying to them, hey, I love you, I want to be with you, that shows vulnerability, I guess, but that's not necessarily affection. I feel like affection, like saying I love you is affectionate, but saying I love you and I want to be with you, well, I guess affection I wouldn't see as being like just showing affection. I would see it as adding that extra something onto it, that extra bit of vulnerability, whereas just showing affection can be anything like holding someone's hand. And holding a hand is not a difficult thing to do for a lot of people. It's not something that is necessarily showing a side of you that you like to keep private. And so I guess that's what it is. Showing a side of you that you like to keep private is more what I find showing vulnerability than just showing affection. Affection to me seems, for the most part, to be pretty small. Like small gestures and things like that. Nothing huge. But that is also my way of seeing things. Like, how do I explain it? It's like not either... I do sort of feel like either you're affectionate or you're being vulnerable. You don't get to do both. Obviously, I guess you do, but my brain doesn't work like that. So when I feel like I'm being vulnerable, I don't feel like I'm being affectionate. And when I feel like I'm being affectionate, I don't feel like I'm being vulnerable. I feel like you're not really necessarily affectionate to people who you don't know well enough to expect them to receive that affection well. So it's not really like something to be scared about. My dogs are fighting. Hang on. Pip! That's enough! Didn't work. So I don't know if any of that makes sense at all, but that is sort of my views on it, I think. If I've covered it wrong or there's more you want me to elaborate on, let me know. I'm a bit scatterbrained at the moment, so we'll see how this goes. But yeah, let me know, and if you're watching this and you have views as well, let me know in the commenty things, and I will read them and respond to them if I remember to go check them, because I don't get notifications on my phone and I don't use my laptop. Okay, this is getting to be a long video, so I will stop now. And yes, okay, goodbye.